All right, here we go. Big Daddy Shit day 1052 at the park. So today is the day before Thanksgiving, and it's the last day that restaurants could have sit-down dining. So I got to figure out. I mean, I want to eat at one of these places. I don't, but it's just a fact that for 3 weeks we're not going to have the opportunity to go to a restaurant and sit down. So, there's going to be a lot of home cooking. And I mean, I don't want to just drive through and stuff. Drive through sucks. But, and then so I was supposed to be going to Texas today. But my mom told me I should probably cancel my ticket. So trying to cancel your ticket on a Priceline is a little bit difficult. So, I mean, I got one half of my flight able to, transfer to like the credit for something else. But Spirit Airline, oh my gosh, they're brutal. It's like, so I stay on the phone with them, but I'll get that one back. I hope. So, I was thinking about what Shiver said about the Kiko. Calories in, calories out. That's what CICO is. And, yeah, I mean, I think deep inside, that's what I'm trying to do, right? And, but now it's just my whole calories out, my output of exercise. I mean, I'm able to see off that thing. It's like I'm burning like 200 calories from that exercise machine. I mean, roughly. I mean, it depends. Some days I'll go like 400, but most of the time it's usually close to that area. And then so I need to step up my game. I mean, I was looking at the whole Chris Helmsworth working out. He's supposed to play Hulk Hogan. So he's totally bulking up. But then I was watching his training video on like he doesn't use any weights. And I don't know, those young people, doing all this stuff. It's like, gosh. I mean, it's all excuses and stuff. But I don't have it in me. Right? I don't have the fortitude to just go for it. But who knows? But what I do know is I feel great that I finally finished my promo flyer, right? So on Thursday for Black Friday, you're going to see this flyer everywhere. What I'm trying to do is I had to go home and I had to finish the promo video. So, finally, my guy from France, he's probably like super happy. It's done. I was telling the guy, like, oh yeah, wait to put this person in between this and this. Playing ping pong with the little dots. It's kind of funny. Ping pong, and then once you get to here, you firework it and they all explode. So, I guess I'm like the worst customer to have because, I'll just nitpick at the smallest thing. But, is it going to be error-free? Well, we're going to see. And then so a lot of the stuff is the technological part on my end. So the thing about today is I'm becoming this superhuman being, right? I'm not saying this because, it's like, when your mom says like, oh yeah, you know what? You're a superhuman being. It's like, thanks, Mom. No, I'm saying that because I think I'm turning into a superhuman being. So, ever since I got the school license, so it's like my district, they give us the thing for Adobe products, and then I was able to download everything. Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere Pro, whatever, right? And then it turns out that this is industry standard on what a lot of people use. They're like, oh, okay, you want to do a logo, you want to do a photo, you want to do this. And, on Facebook, you see like all these ads, like showing people like putting fire in their hand and all that kind of stuff. And After Effects right? Where you could do basically possibly anything. And then so what happened is I needed to do certain things. I used to think I was pretty good with just the basic type, putting the pictures in, dropping it in there. Great job, Steve, right? But I look at my flyer and I'm like, okay, I think it's pretty good. There's something missing about it. I made a logo for my school. I'm looking at it, I'm like, you know what? There's something about this logo that just doesn't look good. And then so, I'm thinking about, the whole, what's a drop shadow and all that kind of stuff, right? So it's like, oh, you know what? I heard I can make it look like 2D. What I was doing actually, I took this text and I duplicated it in another color and I little off center it, and so it looks like it's like depth. Hold on, I use the restroom. Yeah, so it's like, all these inner glow, outer glow, all that kind of stuff. I'm like, gosh, it's so confusing. But then when I made these flyers, and so the backdrop of it is the picture of the world, right? So, you have a bunch of white in that picture. It's like a little glow. So thing is, if you put a black text on it, you can't see it. You put a white text on it, you can't really see it. Put a pink text on it, then it kind of looks weird. But it's like, I'm like, gosh, how do I do this? What do? I have two choices. Either hire a graphic artist to do the Photoshop stuff and, how to cut the pictures out and put them in the flyer, or hire another person to do the video thing, whatever. I mean, this is going to cost me like hundreds, if not, $1,000 or whatever, right? Or I figure out how to do it with my own skills. So what do? I go on YouTube. How to change fonts in Photoshop. And it turns out there's so many different videos. So I'm looking at the ones with 1 to 2 minute videos. How to do a drop shot. I go, oh my God, that's so easy. So I did it. And then so, long story short, I did the one on how to change your letters into gold, like it looks like the back of your car, like the silver, but it's gold. I mean, I'm like, oh wow, that'd be an amazing font. And then it said there's another video on how to make your font look like Harry Potter or Frozen. I'm like, oh my gosh, that'd be pretty amazing. So when I did it, started going, I'm like, wow, this is so much better. I mean, is it perfect? No, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than what I've been doing. And then I go look at that logo that I thought was really awesome in the beginning. I go, wow, what a piece of crap. But, at least now I'll be able to, do something different with it, right? And then same thing with Premiere. Okay, so with editing videos and even the music videos, you take the video, you put it in the thing, you get the audio, put it in the thing. The thing is, the audio is only a minute long and I can't use the whole audio, but the video is 4 minutes long. So I had to go copy and splice in another program and then put it into that thing. Now, the thing is, the music part's not too hard. I mean, I'm a music guy. What am I supposed to do, right? But the video part, for some reason, when I exported my first try at it, it made it so the screen was really small. And then so there's a big black frame around it. I'm like, oh. And so we're talking 2 a.m. It's I can't think like this. What am I supposed to do? Put in all this work. So I know some of you guys are wizards at this. Yeah. I know. Reggie's all, that's what you get for wearing one of those fake masks. It's whatever. Thanks, Reggie. So, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. But when I talked about me being superhuman, it's like my skill set is getting incredible just because of sheer necessity, right? When your back is against the wall and you have two choices, you either quit that it's too hard or you do it. Well, there's three choices. The third choice is you hire someone to do it and spend a couple $1,000s. But let's just use those other two, right? And then so I realize I'm forced to learn it. Because now, when things happen again, it'll be easier. And it turns out that when you do that font thing in Photoshop, you can save it. So from now on, I could do my types, and then, I highlight it, go to the layer button or whatever, click on the little thing that I created, and then instant gold, instant Harry Potter, instant whatever. So that's the thing about when you self-realize your skills and what you're able to do, just figure it out. That's one thing that, even just learning from, Harold the Handyman. It's like, dude, how do you do this? Just look it up, man. I mean, he looks at videos, he reads so much. Like, the reason why we're not hanging out today is because he's building a exhaust system over a stove range. So, like, at the house that he bought, this rental property, they don't have the exhaust thing for the stoves. So he's putting one in. I'm like, oh my gosh, what don't you do? First of all, Harold got me the ability to get pay from China and Russia on my website. And then, he could fix, my engine. And then, oh, you're putting in a stove, an exhaust system in a house? Oh, okay. So that's why it's like, for me to figure out how to make the letters better on Adobe Photoshop, and it's, apples and oranges, but, it's not that big of a deal. I should be able to figure it out. And so should you. So I guess the lesson of this one is, if you don't know how to do it, figure it out. If you think about it, everybody that we hire to do stuff, right? That's what they do. That's what they specialize, right? If you're a dirty person at home, you hire a house cleaner because they're really good at cleaning your house, So, you go, car breaks down, you go hire a mechanic. You go, I don't know, food, you go to the store, you go to a restaurant. But technically, we all could fix our car. You go on YouTube, figure out how to do it. Or you go to clean your house, just get up off your butt and do it. Or cooking, find some recipes. And, so a lot of different things that we are able to do. We just don't do it. Now, some are more complicated than others. Okay? Some are way more complicated than others. But, I don't know. If there's a will, there's a way. All right. Awesome. All right. There you go. Big Dedication Day 1052 in the books. So, yeah. I had to come up with some stuff too. So I'm thinking about different ideas, watching different posts, watching different videos. And like I said, I enjoy staying at the park, going walking around, taking a break from here and there, and just get my mind off things. The main thing is today is just realizing that there's things that we have to do, and it's up to us to get it done. We could hire other people, we could try and figure out, ask your friends and stuff. But it is true, you could actually figure out how to do practically anything if you really have to do it. So some people, they don't want to do that. They're just like, oh, well, I'll just get somebody else to help me out. I'll do this, whatever. But if you have that desire to be able to improve on your own skill set, so you can take it, I mean, if it's like a once in a lifetime type thing to do, it's like, okay, just whatever. But if it's something that that you're gonna run into this problem later, and like for me, stuff with technology, internet, computers and stuff, then I have to learn how to do it. So yeah, that's that. So Big Daddy Shin, day 1052. If I could exercise 1052 days in a row, you could exercise 1052 days in a row. If I could do it, you could do it. And I'm doing it. Willing my way. I thought about that one.